So in some ways, you have to respect Marjorie Taylor Greene. She was not going to just let the title of dumbest House member go to anyone. I mean, Lauren Boebert stepped forward and she got caught playing the hokey pokey chokey in in Beetlejuice, which is a very sexy show, by the way. So we understand. I mean, Mark Wayne, Billy Bob Thornton Mullen got up the other day and challenged someone to a fight, a Teamster, because he's a tough guy in his hearing.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Good work, Senator. He's become, of course, a mockery, and that Teamster would have kicked his ass. And we can go on. James Comer screaming and yelling and going after the Biden family for loans between brothers. Oh my God, that's just so criminal. Turns out Comer lent money to his brothers, and now he's being attacked for it. And they're telling him he should sit in front of a committee. Stupid, stupid people. But I mean, they're hypocrites. It's what they do by nature. They're liars. They're not a Democratic Party anymore. And Marjorie Taylor Greene's at the forefront of that. She had to prove that she still holds the crown of dumbest House member. She did this twice the other day. First, she stood up in her usual nasty way, in that Karen voice of hers, that nasty twang. She stood up and started attacking Representative Rosa DeLauro. They'd passed a continuing resolution to fund the government because Republicans can't just pass a budget. That would be something adults would do. And she immediately started attacking Rosa DeLauro. We passed the CR about the fact that we're trying to defund the government and blow up the government and blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's because you're 80 years old and you've forgotten. We'll show you the video. And to which Rosa DeLauro stood up and said, well, the gentlelady may have forgotten that there's a House and we passed it. But you see, it has to be passed by the Senate and signed by the president for it to become law. I know.
My Democrat colleague across the aisle, who's 80 years old and has been here over 30 years, just said we're on the verge of a shutdown. She probably just forgot that a few hours ago she voted for the continuing resolution that will extend the budget, and we are not on the verge of a shutdown.
It may be that the gentlelady doesn't know that there is another body attached to the U.S. Congress called the United States Senate.
A bill's just a bill sitting on Capitol Hill. We may have to play that whole video here. Or for Marge. She's too busy finding posters of Donald Trump to grope and kicking people asking her questions and embarrassing herself in front of generals. But she doesn't know how the government works. House passed it, must be law. One. First stupid thing she did. Second thing is she's questioning Christopher Wray. And in her usual nasty way, she brings all her little charts, which I'm sure some of her staff members put together for her because X and Y axes are very hard to do. And she has to spend her time in Walmart parking lots, Karening probably, and yelling at people that park too close to her car. So I don't know how she would have had the time for it. I digress. She decided to start yelling at Christopher Wray about how the Homeland Security Department was failing. It was failing. I believe she's talking about the border, but it doesn't really matter, does it? It's failing this, failing on that, to which Christopher Wray said, yeah, I don't work for the Homeland Security Department. You see, Marge, there's a Homeland Security Department. There's a Justice Department. The FBI is under the Justice Department. These are the basic things many of us, or ones who run for Congress, would learn. Yet again, the woman cannot get the basic straight of government. But she wants to impeach everybody, including Biden, Mayorkas, the chair that Mayorkas sits on in Homeland Security, next to Christopher Wray, because clearly he's a part of Homeland Security too. We can't have these stupid people running things anymore. We can't make Marjorie Taylor Greene shut up, although I'd pay all vast amounts of money to do it. We can make sure that she's not in power. Let's do that, okay? Let's do that. Guys, if you like this video, subscribe at C. Schechter here at YouTube, at Cliff Schechter on Twitter, at Cliff D. Schechter on Threads. Guys, go out there and make a difference today.